All right. So let me know if you guys can hear me. We're having some technical difficulties. So let me know in the chat if anyone can hear me. Anyone hear me? Okay. This has never happened before, ever. Uh, this has never happened before. Okay. You can hear me?
Here, I hear you.
Oh, really? Okay. Maybe everybody can hear me then. Cool. We'll see. Well, I'll have
This
to do
is
what's
so
going
fun.
on. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So I put it in the chat to see if anyone
I
can
can
hear
hear
me.
you. Wonder if they can hear me.
Yeah. So oh, they said they can hear us. Okay. Okay, well, welcome guys.
I can.
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, they can hear
Yeah.
me too. Okay.
Good, good, good. All
Yes,
right.
okay. I don't know what's going on. All right.
Sorry about that, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging
Oh
on.
my goodness.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties. So I'm on
But
my
I
phone.
can't hear you. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay,
Hold
well,
on.
okay.
Okay. I'm going to hear you through my phone. It's a little
Okay.
delayed, but I can hear you. Okay.
We'll make it work. Well, I appreciate you guys that are still on. Yeah, I don't know what happened. This is the first time this ever happened, but we're entrepreneurs, and that's what goes. That's what happens, when you're an entrepreneur. So anyway, welcome everybody. Appreciate you being on. I'm excited again to be on the call today. I have my good friend Leah Garcia on the call, so it seems like it's her and I today. But we have a great topic. We have a great topic: the best ways to generate new clients, and we're gonna dive right in. And please let us know where you are joining us from. Anywhere in the world, just put it in the comments. I definitely want to see you guys today in the comments. So please tell us where you are zooming in from. All right. Okay. So, what's the topic? The best ways to generate clients. So, I just want to start by saying that everything starts with the mindset, with the right mindset, right? So, regardless of the economy, regardless of your niche, what you're selling, regardless of whatever obstacles are out there are more clients than you can handle. In other words, there are more people out there that can use your services than you can handle. Okay, so don't ever think there are not enough people out there. There always are enough people. Okay, that's the first thing you need to know. And now you just have to know how to get to them. So we're going to start out by I'm going to bring up my good friend who is a financial expert, right? And she helps people make money. She helps people keep money, invest money, all of that. And she's going to dive into her best ways to generate clients. All right. She's also a black belt, a third degree black belt, which means she's very disciplined and she knows how to get things done. And you don't want to get in a fight with her. All right. So without further ado, let me bring up my good friend who is here at four something in the morning, 4:28 in the morning, Leah Garcia from California. Go ahead. Go ahead, Leah. I don't know. I think it's delayed or something. Do you do you hear me? Oh my goodness, I don't think she heard me. All right, you're on, Leah. You are on, Leah.
There you go. I love it. Happy Money Monday, champions. Listen, champions perform. Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's delayed. Yeah, it is delayed because I can't hear you here, but I'm hearing you through my ear. You see that? You see that? There's always a way. I don't know what's going on. This is when you know the message is good. Can you hear me? No.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, it's delayed, but I'm here. Oh my goodness. This is so confusing. I love this though. This is when I know there's somebody that needs to hear this message.
Yes.
So many times when things go awry, people say, "Oh, this is why I knew it. I shouldn't be doing this. This must be a sign. This isn't going to work for me. I say this is your sign that it is going to work for you. This is your sign that this message is exactly what you need to hear. Well, my name is Leah Garcia, financial strategist and insurance professional, and I am the Dynasty Builder. And we're going to talk about some ways that you can build your business and get more clients. So, you know what? I always say that this room here is one of the richest rooms on the internet. If you don't know it, this is it. This is where we're starting here. So we're going to build a family dynasty together. And so I'm going to give you 3 golden nuggets on how you can get more clients. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a business and you are looking to have more clients. Is that you? Is that why you're here? Is that you, champion? If so, this one is for you. So I'm going to give you 3 golden nuggets. So hold on. This is going to be great, but I'm here with you. Okay. Ready? Go. So number 1, I'm going to say this. Yes, I am. We're here and we're posting out to YouTube and Instagram and all these different places, but I'm going to say this. Number 1 is get on LinkedIn. Wherever you are, you need to be on LinkedIn. We love you, Facebook, Instagram, you're amazing. YouTube, you have my heart. But I'm going to tell you, all the gold is on LinkedIn. It truly, truly is. This is where your money can be multiplied. I met Eric F. King here on LinkedIn. I met many, many people, many champions on LinkedIn. And that's really what it's about, because other companies, other social medias, this is confusing because I'm hearing myself in my ear. Other social media platforms are going to showcase you, but you know what? LinkedIn is a cornerstone. They're going to look to verify you somewhere. And LinkedIn truly has that verification. Now, anything could be anything, right? There can always be scams anywhere. But usually if you look on LinkedIn, that's where they can really start to learn more about you. So you got to look at things. You got to look at a few things. So you have to actually optimize your profile. Get rid of your dusty, crusty logo that you've had there since forever, right? People want to know about you. You got to build a headline. You got to write down something on your profile so that people can get to know you. You got to go a little bit more personal. You got to give them a little bit more information other than just that static picture. And then you want to create a headline. But create a headline that's you, that is in your voice. Don't just go on to ChatGPT and cut and paste, right? People want to get to know you. You hear what I'm talking about. You hear the things I say. But when you hear me in person, I say the same things too, right? It's got to be congruent. Number 2, start a LinkedIn newsletter. Yes, we're going to talk about all LinkedIn today because I'm telling you, the gold is in LinkedIn. I'm going to say it again. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And for those of you in the cheap seats, yes, get on LinkedIn. Come on over. Start a LinkedIn newsletter. Folks, this is free advertisement. Do you remember when you wanted to write something, you had to go and buy a newspaper ad? I know most of you don't even know what a newspaper is, right? We had to wait for these things that was paper, and we had to pay all this money to type up something so that people could read it every other day or once a week or once a day, maybe. But here's the thing. LinkedIn newsletter will allow you to post it every month, every week, even every day. You can have multiple times a day. This is free advertisement. And you know me, free is one of my favorite F words. You can write down and showcase your specialized knowledge, and then people will subscribe to it. And by the way, it's not just about you. How about if you create your LinkedIn newsletter and you highlight other people? You showcase other champions that you have met through LinkedIn, right? And you give those highlights to other people, because we rise as we lift others. Number 3, leave a daily voice note. This is so gold. I should be charging you for this. Okay, but you got here, you stayed on here, so you're a champion. I'm giving you this for free. Leave an audio voice note. You can do this only if you have LinkedIn on your phone, though. You can't do this on your computer. So get LinkedIn on your phone and leave a voice note, but leave a customized message. Take some time and look at their profile. Give them a shout out for the work that they've been doing. Maybe they've got some accolades. Maybe they went to the beach with their precious grandson. I don't know what they've been doing, but leave a personalized message. And when people see that you are not just pitching them, that you're not just doing that, what do they call that? That pitch chat thing, right? When you're not just doing that and you're actually taking time to give them a personalized message, they're going to remember you. And maybe they don't reach out back out to you, but you know what? You're planting seeds, and those seeds are going to germinate. Remember, this is not a get rich quick, but this is a get wealthy over time. And listen, this is what I say. One voice note a day keeps top ramen noodles away. Okay. This is how we're not going to be broke, because listen, I understand. People always tell me, Leah, all you do is talk about money, right? Isn't it amazing? And I understand money doesn't buy happiness. It's true, but broke doesn't buy anything. Here's the thing. Final quote. I love this, by Andrew Carnegie. No man becomes rich unless he enriches others. And that goes for women too, right? No man or woman, all of us, we're all included. None of us will become rich unless we enrich others. Who are you enriching? Who are you pouring into? I got up at 2:30 this morning because I'm attempting to be of service. I want to enrich you. I want to bring you value. I don't know who needs to hear, but there's one of you. And I'm going to give you a bonus because I'm feeling extra generous today. And you waited on here all this time. So I'm going to give you a bonus. Have a holiday special. It is the holidays right now. Have a Black Friday special. Put something on that, maybe have a newsletter. Maybe you have an ebook. Maybe you have something that you're selling. Give a discount code. Give people an opportunity to get to know you and have them save some dollars in their pocket. And I'm telling you, if you have those holiday specials, they're really going to come back to you as the year goes along, because we're getting ready to end up 2025, which was our year to thrive. Now we're going into 2026. We got to get in the mix. You got to come out of the shadows. You got to stop being a secret agent. You got to get there. You got to shout yourself out. You got to come in the comments and start dropping a 1 in the chat, because now if you're 1, you're a champion. So give me a 1 if you're going to use any one of these, or maybe you have your own golden nugget, but I want you to understand it's 2026. We got to stop messing around, because we can't mess around with people who are just there messing around. So tag an entrepreneur who needs to hear this. Share this with somebody else. And with that, I hand it back to you, Mr. Eric F. King of Collaboration.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Leah. You are a trooper. Awesome. Awesome. Well, good to see everybody. Appreciate you all for jumping on. Coral, I see you. And there's some other people that jumped in, but when I came out and came back in, I lost you. So Laverne, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for being here. All right. So first, let me just say this. Entrepreneurship is hard, right? Entrepreneurship is not easy, right? And one of the reasons why it's hard is because it's unpredictable, right? It's predictable when you have a job, you're working for this big company, right? And you know exactly what your task is every day. You have a manager, and you have a manager's manager, and they tell you exactly what you're supposed to do. And all you have to do is do that, and you get your paycheck, right? Entrepreneurship is different, right? Here, sometimes there is no plan, right? Look what happened today, right? We've been doing this for over 2 years with no glitch, right? Today we couldn't hear each other, right? But it happens. That's part of business, and that's where most people actually quit. That is where most people quit. They're like, okay, this is not meant to be. Like some people today that had a call, like they would say, oh, maybe God doesn't want me to do the call today. Right? Which really doesn't make any sense, right? Because why wouldn't God want you to do the call today, right? But yeah, yes, manager's manager, yeah. So, but it doesn't make any sense. But in our brain, we're trying to justify why it's not working, and maybe. But here's the deal. You guys are on here for a reason, so I'm going to give you some great value today. All right. So here's what I'm going to say. First of all, regardless of what platform you're on, you must give value. You must give your target audience information that they can use, right? I'm going to tell you a little story, and then I'll get back to what I'm talking about. So I run studiospeaking.com, right? So most of you know that, right? So I feature speakers, coaches, and authors on my stage, and they all fly into my studio, and they're able to speak to my audience, right? And I mean, we give them a lot of, assets like the videos and the pictures and the mastermind, all that stuff, right? So I was on a call with a lady on a Zoom call, and I was going to tell her more about it. And then she told me, I think it was 8 minutes in, she said, oh, I forgot I had to go pick up my son. So she said, I'm so sorry, I have to go. She said, go ahead and put your link in the chat and I'll just get it and then we'll talk later. Right. So I put the link in the chat and she bought it. I mean, obviously it's thousands of dollars. And then, she left. And then later on when I met her, when she came to our studio, I asked her, I said, so what made you buy the offer when I didn't even get a chance to share it? She said, because when I see you online, you're always giving value. Like I'm learning so much from you. I know that if I pay, I'm going to learn more. Right. So I want you all to realize that your social media is not just to pitch what you do, is to give value to people so they can learn whether they pay or not. Right. Whether they pay or not, you're giving value. And once you do that, people want to follow you. They want to watch your videos because they're learning something, right? And then they're more likely to buy from you because now they know, like, and trust you because you gave them something without them having to pay for it. Okay, so that's the number one thing you have to do. Now let's talk about social media platforms. All right, so I agree with Leah. LinkedIn to me is number one. Why? Because it's full of business people that actually want to do business, right? So on Facebook, it could be weird if you connect with somebody and you say, well, let's meet on Zoom for a coffee chat, and I can learn more about your business. Because they're like, I don't really do business here. Like I'm talking about my barbecue. Why are you talking about business, right? So it could be a little odd, right? Um, but LinkedIn, if you say that, they're like, okay, that makes sense. We're on a bit. This is business, right? So the most business people are on LinkedIn, right? You have to understand that it's the most you'll be the most productive on LinkedIn if you know how to use it. If you know how to use it. So you want to connect with a lot of people on LinkedIn. It's a great place to do business, a great place to do events like this, right? So I definitely endorse LinkedIn. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't be on any other platforms because I do believe in just being everywhere, omnipresence. You want to be a lot of places. So I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, right? Why? Because I have an audience on different platforms. Some people won't ever be on LinkedIn and they'll see me on TikTok, right? So you can be on other platforms. Um, one of the things I do is I just take the same video that I record and I put it on other platforms. Right, right. So when you do that, you're repurposing the same information, and when you repurpose the same information, different people see it, and you leverage your time. So that's what you want. It's all about leverage. You want to be in different places at the same time, right? It's all about leverage, right? So that's what I would definitely recommend, leverage. Also, create doing events. It could be a live, it could be an event like this, but something that brings people together. So you're speaking one to many, right? I'm a proponent of speaking, right? Speaking one to many, right? So right now, even though we had glitches today, even though it didn't go perfectly, people are watching us right now. And then people will watch the recording of this, right? So eventually we're going to have hundreds and hundreds of people see this on Facebook, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, right? Even though it didn't go perfectly, it doesn't matter, right? That's why you want to do events where a lot of people are chiming in. All right. So let's see. What else did I want to mention? Oh, another way to generate clients is networking, right? Networking events, and that could be either on Zoom like this. I mean, on social media, or in person, right? I do in person events as well. If you are interested in networking online, then you can come to our events, promote your business meetup. Promote your business meetup. It's free. It takes place 3 times a week. So Mondays at noon Eastern time, Thursdays at 7 Eastern time. Well, not this Thursdays because it's Thanksgiving. And then Friday at 2 p.m. All right. If you want more information, you can contact Coral. Coral, she is one of our leaders and my personal assistant. Coral, she's right in the chat there. So connect with her. All right. So that's another way to get to know people through networking, both in person and online. Okay. All right. So let's address some of the questions here, Leah. Let's see. We have some questions here. And by the way, if you have any questions, please put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. So the first question is, what has been your most unexpected source of new clients for your business? So I'm gonna see if there's any way I can put it in here. Show on stage. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Yeah. So, what has been your most unexpected source of new clients for your business? By the way, let me just say this. This is like a metaphor for life. What happened today? Do you know that I've never done a StreamYard on my phone before? I've never done an event on StreamYard on my phone before. This is my first time. So I'm learning today. I'm learning something new that I can use forever. I just learned how to put the question on StreamYard on my phone. Never knew that. So I'm excited that this happened today because now I have a new skill. I have a new skill. So all right. So let me hand it over to my good friend Leah Garcia to tackle the question. I know there's a delay, so so hold on, folks.
Okay, I think it's my turn to talk. Okay.
Yes.
Wow, this is so fun. See, I love it when things go a little awry because this is really where you find out where the true people are, right? Where the real personality is. How do you handle things when things go a little bit of awry? How do you could you rise up? Do you continue to go on? So I love this question by Coral. What has been the most unexpected source of new clients for me in business? I'm going to say really it's been the collaborations. I really had no idea about collaborations. I just kind of fell into them. I started talking on LinkedIn audio rooms. Maybe if you're on LinkedIn, you knew that was, a dinosaur that we had. And I started to just find out that people wanted to hear what I had to say. Listen, I never thought really that people would really want to hear me. I don't even know how to say this. I hope this doesn't sound like I'm being, I'm just giving lip service, but I really didn't think that I knew that what I did was valuable. So I'm not saying that, but I really didn't think that I would be speaking in this kind of a platform. I absolutely did not. Eric asked me to do a collaboration and I thought, wow, okay, well, I can't get up at 2:30 in the morning every day, but I could do it one day. And so really by being open to an opportunity, because you know what most people would have said, you know what, Eric, that's just too early. I understand. It sounds like a great idea, but yeah, that, the hour difference isn't going to make any sense. But listen, I'm a champion and you know what? So are you. So I would say, look for things that maybe are uncomfortable. That may be where the true gold is hidden. That's a great question. Thank you, Eric.
Awesome. Well, yes, thank you for that answer and thanks for the question. So for me, do you know the most, I guess, unexpected way for me to get clients? I'm getting clients from people that referred them to me who didn't actually buy from me. And that is just amazing, right? So there are a couple speakers that are going to be speaking on my stage in January, and they were referred to me by two people that I met. That one of them didn't really qualify to speak on my stage, and the other one couldn't afford to speak on my stage. But then they referred people that qualified and could afford, right? And it's interesting because a lot of times when we meet with when we meet with prospects and they say no for any reason, we're like, oh, forget you. We just keep moving. Like, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I'm not making any money off of you. But I don't do that. Like for me, if anything happens and doesn't work out, I'm still gonna give you some great tips for you to build your business. We're still gonna be friends, right? So I believe the reason they referred me to other people is because I treated them right. I treated them the right way when I met with them. Right. I didn't just shun them and say, hey, you don't have any money. I don't want anything to do with you. Right. So yeah, because I treated them with respect and I ended up making money actually because of the two that did sign up, they paid. Right. So I think that's a lesson right there that, everybody is important. All right. Don't underestimate anybody. If someone says no, don't change your demeanor. don't become upset, right? Smile a little bit. It's okay. It's okay, right? It's okay. Not everybody's gonna say yes. And sometimes it's not the right time. I've had people call me 3 years later for my sales coaching and say, Eric, I'm ready now. I got my tax return. I'm ready. Right. So that's what I would share with that regard in that regard. Okay. So that's another question. Here we go. Show on stage. Oh, this is exciting. I have a new skill here. Look at that. I'm showing this now. Okay, so here we go. Another question is, what habits help you stay disciplined with getting new clients, even during a busy season? What habits help you stay disciplined? Okay. Um, okay, well, let's see. I can answer that, or if Leah, do you have anything you want to share first? Then we have a little delay. Yes, yes, go ahead.
Okay, great question, Coral. I'm not a great lip reader, obviously. I'm looking for Eric to do the point at me.
Yes.
But this is a great question. What habits help you to stay disciplined? It really is about having standards. So I know that everybody has goals and you shoot for that target, but it's having a standard. You got to make one connection a day. You got to make one phone call a day or 5 phone calls a day. Having a standard and saying, this is what I'm going to do no matter what. And it's really about staying in integrity with yourself. You should have a mentor and somebody that's going to hold you accountable. But if you don't, that's really the most difficult way. Hold yourself accountable. And then use a reward punishment system. Oh, I know we don't like punishment. That's why it's called punishment, right? Reward yourself when you do well. But if you don't do the things you're supposed to do, then you're going to tell yourself that you have to, I don't know, get up earlier. You can't maybe, I don't know what you're going to do, but have something that if you don't follow through with your standard, then you don't get to have the fun things too. We got to start punishing ourselves. Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher, he has a talk. He says, you need to punish you, right? You owe you, and you got to put yourself on punishment. It's great. I'm not going to do it justice, but you got to look it up because sometimes we're deluding ourselves. So that's a great question.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, so for me, I've found that if you don't discipline yourself in life, life will discipline you. Okay. Let me explain. If you don't discipline yourself to make enough money, your landlord will discipline you, right? If you don't discipline yourself to I don't know, to teach your kids what they're supposed to do in life, then they'll discipline you because you end up having to pick them up in jail and do all those things, right? So discipline actually makes your life much easier. People want the easy life. No, if you want the easy life, you'll probably end up having the hard life if you don't have discipline, right? Discipline is the one skill that separates you from most people in this world, right? Waking up this morning, I was tired, right? I could have said, I'm not gonna do this today. Sent a message to Leah, yeah, Leah, let's not do this today. We'll do it next week. It's not a big deal, right? It is a big deal. Consistency is a big deal, right? There are people that will come on this call today and say, wow, I am impressed at the fact that Eric and Leah powered through this and they were able to show up for us, even though things didn't work out, right? So it's those times of discipline that that helps you move forward, and then your potential clients will see that, right? They'll see that, right? They'll see that. Okay, I want to work with a leader. Only leaders are disciplined, right? I want to work with a leader. So that's what I want to share with regard to that. Leah, I want since we have a few minutes, I want people to actually learn more about you and what you do because you help so many people, and people need to learn more. So in the last 5 minutes or so, well, maybe you'll take like 2.5 minutes. Tell people what you do, how you can help them, how they can get information from you or meet with you if you can do that. You're next.
Okay. What habit helps stay disciplined and getting
Oh, she didn't even
that's
hear
the
what I.
same question.
No, no, no. I guess you can't even hear what I'm saying. Anyway, all right. Let me put this in the chat. Uh, So
Is it a
share.
different question?
Yes.
Oh, I
Information
still see what habit help you stay disciplined.
about
Oh, what habit?
yourself.
What habit state? Is that
Leah.
different?
Yeah. But hold on. About yourself, Leah.
What habit helped me stay disciplined?
Self.
I would say it's actually creating habits and rituals and routines. So initially it will be uncomfortable. Listen, this is uncomfortable to be here on this, call so early. So, but doing something that is hard and then it will become a habit. And that really does take a lot of grit. Doing something that is uncomfortable. If it's something that's a little bit uncomfortable, I'm talking about doing something that's really uncomfortable. And I'm not saying that everyone on here needs to get up at 2:30 in the morning. I'm really not. But I'm saying that if your goal is to get in shape, then you've got to get yourself out there. You got to get yourself working out. So it's really creating systems upon systems. Hooking something to another habit that you already have, because our habits are what happens when things do go awry. Listen, I'm here because it's almost like a habit now. It's challenging every single time, but it's almost a routine now. It makes me to have to do other things in order to be able to get up at this time. Share information about yourself. Oh, okay, sure. Well, listen, I'm the dynasty builder. If you are looking to build your dynasty, I want to talk to you. I'm looking for those champions that said, you know what? Wealth is great, but I want to leave a dynasty tomorrow. I want to build something that outlives me. Really, really simple to get a hold of me. You could actually go to my Biz in a Box, which is like an interactive website. It's leahgarcia.io. And there you can download my free ebook, The Wall of Wealth. You can also take my money quiz on there. And you can look at my holiday specials. I'm always looking for guest speakers for Wealthy Wednesday Live. So if you're an aspiring speaker, you have something you'd like to talk about, reach out to me and I'd love to have a coffee chat with you. Thank you, Eric.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that, Leah. Thank you so much. And for me, folks, most of you know, I run studiospeaking.com, the best stage on earth. All right. So if you are a coach, speaker, author, and you want more recognition, you want to build your brand, go to studiospeaking.com, check it out, see some of our past speakers. And if you feel that you qualify, book a call. We are looking for, I believe, one more speaker for our January event, January 26th and 27th, Impact and Influence event. It's going to be powerful. So appreciate all of you. Welcome. I think it's Habiatu. Good to see you. Paula, good to see you. I appreciate you all getting on. And, this call is a little different from usual, right? But that's what entrepreneurship is all about. It's exciting to show you guys how it works when things don't work out. This is awesome.
I know you're dropping gold there.
I am. I am. We appreciate all of you, and we will see you same time, same place. And obviously, the technical difficulties, we probably won't have it at that time. We appreciate you. It has been a plum pleasing pleasure, as well as a privilege to be here with you this morning. And have a great week, and we will see you next week. Oh, and have a great Thanksgiving. Everybody is celebrating Thanksgiving in the United States. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.